here's my point with this. As a father, you know what I'm saying? I immediately go, damn, that could have been one of my sons jogging, trying to get some fresh air, stay in shape. And we still live in a time in which, we're treated in this manner.
Right.
But what I'm not going to do is follow the script. And what I mean by that is, beyond me giving my condolences to this young man's family, what's the script after that, Malcolm? You know the script.
Yeah.
We get outraged.
Protest.
We protest.
Hashtag.
We hashtag.
March.
You see the mother.
Yeah.
On TV, I saw it with the lawyer.
Yep.
That's a part of the script as well.
Right.
We're frustrated. A celebrity speaks out.
Yep.
LeBron James. Another celebrity, Kim Kardashian. Next thing you know, it brings enough pressure that now they at least will get arrested, hoping that this quells the situation.
Right.
Then these two gentlemen clean themselves up. They come into court, and if it goes that far, and are judged by their peers.
Yeah.
And by the time this is all done, most of the time these gentlemen walk. I don't care what it looks like. And this is the frustrating part as black men and women in this country, because we can follow the script to a T because we've been through it so much. As you mentioned, we've been desensitized by this happening. We go, oh, another man shot, you know what I mean, which is bad. But one day, this young man, see, we thought maybe Trayvon Martin would be the one, or
Mike Brown.
One day, it's going to be somebody connected to us who turn the F up and get busy. And that person's name could be him. That person's name is going to live forever, because we can't continue doing the same things and expecting a different result. That makes us insane.
Right.
And it shows that we are not ready to fight. That's what this whole first clip you saw with the Ant movie was really all about. So what I'm tired of is us all following the script with outrage. Hashtag. You know what I'm saying? Justice for this one.
Right.
You see the mother.
Same buzzwords.
See the lawyer. We want justice. Then white people are going to come out in defense of these, because this is our goddamn neighborhood. Neighbor trying to do that. We're going to get that aspect, which creates the divide and conquer. You can see it as clear as day.
And the divide within the divide, because
the divide within the divide.
Somebody was also talking about, said that it was like a woke Olympics, because all of the so-called black leaders, activists, black pundits, they were going back and forth with just who could just sound the most outraged and who can sound the most woke about what was going on, and like that causes division within themselves.
Within division. And also on top of that, I'm thankful that we live in a time that we can film things now. Now this thing gets weird for me. Who was doing the filming?
Yeah.
That's the mystery. And is this what I don't want my brothers and sisters to do? I want you to don't be to the point where you desensitize, but don't get caught looking left. Right? Because you see, as we're going to talk about, there are a number of these things happening simultaneously, and it's starting to make me think it's a part of a plan.
Yeah.
Because they're getting ready to pass a bill, drop some vaccines, do something on the right-hand side. So that's not to negate and say that we are not concerned, because we are. As a black father, I'm always concerned. And I always tell my sons, you have nothing to prove to these racist individuals, in particular police officers.
Yeah, it's getting out of hand.
That's getting out of hand, so we'll talk about that too. So keep all of this in the mix, brothers and sisters, right? It's beautiful that we live in an era in which we can film it, because if it was no film, this is under the water and it's done.
Yo, this happened 10 weeks ago.
This happened 10 weeks ago.
You really don't think about the impact that this would have had, because once all the details came out, when the video came out, then all the rest of the he recused himself.
Right.
He's down with them. That's what they.
But with no video, none of that is brought to light.
Yeah,
this mother is crying. She's crying out for help. Her son has been gunned down unjustly. How many mothers in America can say that, but their story doesn't pick up the necessary momentum? Right? But somebody was filming. I don't know who was filming.
Someone said a neighbor was filming. I'm not sure.
If it was a neighbor filming and it got to that neighbor's consciousness to decide this is wrong. But this is what we're talking about when we talk about this new energy coming into. It's not going to be a black or white energy. And I'm just assuming the neighbor was white because he was running through a white neighborhood. I could be wrong, but anybody, if it's a white neighbor, it gets to the point where justice is going to be, it is what it is. You know what I mean? We can no longer hide and call ourselves human or a part of the human race and continue to witness things of this magnitude and do nothing. So am I saying all white people are going to? No, I said those who make the jump into this new paradigm that we're speaking about are going to be special individuals that may not be black or white. It's going to be people go, yo, enough is enough. But as long as we follow the script, they already know scene 1 of the script, scene 2 of the script, scene 3. There's going to be an intermission because this is going to die down before we get a court date, and then it'll rev back up. They already know how this plays out because we become too predictable and how we extremely predictable. Free world boss.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. Always. And I mean that from my heart. Ken.
Yeah, I just don't want us to become like we're supposed to be angry when we see these videos. You know what I'm saying?
But when you see 50 of them, or they can, because everybody's on Instagram just posting things, it creates a non-sensitivity.
Like yo, if you like, I always bring it back to South Park because like I said, they always be on it. They did an episode on this a couple years ago about school shootings. Right. So one of the characters was like going crazy about the school shootings, and then everybody else is like, okay.
I don't know if that's twice, Free World, but if it is.
Oh,
thank you again.
I don't know if you.
If it's a typo, thank you anyway. Looks like love.
But yeah, like she didn't like. Everybody else was like, "Oh, why you? Okay, we get it. School shooting."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's how desensitized. Like as Americans, we've got.
That's how desensitized, and that's by design.
Yeah.
Right. So that when we see these things, because all the video games, you know, the movies, the video games, and this and that has desensitized us to violence overall. Same thing with ass. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, yeah.
Chicks on ass. Hey, I'm like, bitch move. You know what I mean? So when we get to that point, we become, it's not what it used to be.
Yeah.
Which means there has to be time for something else. What's going to keep our attention next?
Listen, this was a case of, this was supposed to be handled by the community.
Yes, absolutely. This is what I mean by somebody's name.
Like this was supposed
to be attached.
This was supposed to be like really just
in the history. It's gonna say, yo, for 18 times in a row, all they did is march and hashtag. But when this one happened, it was all bets is off. So we're not up here promoting violence, but we are simply saying one day, one of these individuals is gonna be completely connected to the shift.